Hello and welcome to today's Essential English Tips Live. Today's Essential English tip will be on how to prepare for having Skype chats and Skype and WhatsApp chats with other English learners. If you want to find out how to get the best out of these chats, then stay tuned and I'll see you in a moment. Hello and welcome to today's Essential English Tips Live. My name's David and I'm the teacher at learningenglisessentials.com. I hope you're well and having a great day. I wanted to ask, welcome everyone to the live stream, and if you've got any English questions that you would like to ask, then put them in the chat box below and I can try and answer those for you, either on today's call or in our upcoming Essential English Tips. But either way, say hello and click on the thumbs up, and I look forward to hearing from you on our live sessions. If this is your first time here, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button. I think it's down here or here, wherever it is, and you'll get all our updates and live new videos and our existing videos as well. Hope you are well. And today's English tip is going to be on how you can get more out of your online chats with other English learners on Skype or WhatsApp or whatever your favorite app is. And actually, with that in mind, if you use something other than Skype or WhatsApp, put that in the comments below. And other people might get an idea as to where they can find other English learners. So lots of people are part of online English communities, and they enjoy speaking with other English learners as part of their English practice, and this is a very, very effective way to learn English. Learn and practice English, and and it's a great fun way to meet new people and everything, and people enjoy it a lot. It seems to be one of the things that everyone who's learning English online loves to do, and the massive English groups and communities all over the internet are full of people who are looking to chat to each other online via these platforms. One of the things that these are always very great, very good ways to practice English, but there are some things that you could do in order to make these chats that you have with other English learners more effective, so that you get a lot of benefit out of every single one of these opportunities. So you find a good person to chat to, and if you follow these suggestions, you can get a lot more benefit from each of those calls, or at least ensure that you're getting the most benefit possible from those calls. And so one of the things that the first tip that I will offer you is that you need to prepare for these calls. Prepare ahead of time, so that that valuable time that you have online with those people for your chat isn't taken up with organisational things that could have been handled beforehand. So specifically, that is choosing the topics that you are going to talk about beforehand. Before you get on that call, email or text the person that you are going to have the call with and decide on the topics for the call, because this can, having that conversation at the beginning of your calls can take up 10 minutes or more of your time deciding on what it is that you're going to talk about for the call. You have certain topics that you want to practice, and so do the other person. And and if you have conversations beforehand, emails beforehand, you can also, you can find the topics that are valuable to you and the topics that are valuable to them. And you may also find some topics that are valuable to both of you. And so decide on the topics that you're going to talk about before the call, and agree on those topics so that everyone's happy with what they're going to get out of the call. And so you know ahead of time what it is that you're going to speak about and practice on the call. So this then leads into the next thing, next tip for you, which is that once you have decided on those topics, share with the other person all of the resources that you have available on each of the topics that you're going to discuss. So share with them vocabulary lists, useful phrases, and if you have a specific script that you would like to practice, so questions related to the topic, a conversation that you want to practice. This is particularly helpful for topics that are very, very new to you. So you prepare a script, or at least a series of questions that you would like to ask and be asked, so that you have something that you can you practice while you're on the call, and giving that other person these questions that you would like to practice answering, and also those vocabulary words on the topic, helpful phrases and things like that. Having given those to the other person allows them to be more comfortable and more prepared, and potentially much more useful to you as a practice partner, because if they're not familiar with the topic, then you might find that your conversations don't go as far as they could if the person had those questions available. If you give these questions to the other person, they could also, they could potentially suggest extra questions that you might not have thought of. So having an extra, person look at that topic from their point of view gives you that extra advantage of their knowledge as well. So you are getting lots of extra benefits that you wouldn't normally have if you just go into these conversations without doing that preparation beforehand. So not only is it a sharing of knowledge, but it's also making sure that they are able to help you contribute and contribute to your English practice. So you get the full benefit of the call, and then that works two ways when you're practicing their conversations, and they have provided the same for you, so you don't find those conversations stop when you don't know what to say next. When you're actually on the call as well, the next tip is when you're actually on the call with the person, before each topic, start with a small warm-up. It doesn't need to be a very long activity, just 2 or 3 minutes would be plenty of warm-up time. It may even only need to be a minute to a minute and a half. And have some sort of word association game back and forth that you really switches your brain on to talking on that particular topic. And so, this activity is very, very, valuable to your English practice, because it really, tells your brain that, it's now time to practice English, and it's switching that, switching your brain into learning mode. And so, it makes the conversation that follows, very, very effective practice. And so, these are more things that are allowing you to get, the most benefit possible from these online English chats. And so, those are the best tips for getting the most out of your English chats with other English learners. This advice is equally, valuable for having this English practice conversations face to face as well. It's not just for the conversations via Skype or WhatsApp. These preparation, these elements of preparation help you, before your face-to-face English conversations as well. So, share those things, or decide on your topics for your conversations. Share those, vocabulary, helpful phrases, and scripts with people beforehand, and warm up before each topic. So you get that benefit of switching your brain into learning mode. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you want to find out more from learningEnglishEssentials.com, visit us at that web address. You can get to it by clicking into the card to the right. To the right, the card. Clicking on that will take you to get my free English practice conversation video and worksheet, and you also sign up at the same time and get notified of all our upcoming English courses and things. I hope you find this English lesson helpful. If you do, leave us a comment below. If you have any thoughts on our topic as well, leave those in the comments below. And I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in our next English Essentials Tips live. Okay, now, bye for now.